Hello there guys, for today's video I'm going to show you how to remove tattoos using AI tool in Photoshop. And also, we will dive deeper into using selection tool like lasso tool, using generative fill, and remove tool. So let's get started. So here in our document, I prepare here a celebrity image with tattoos on her arms. And our goal here is to remove that. So the first step we're going to do here is we're going to create a duplicate layer of our background layer. So going on to the layers panel, click on the background layer to make it active, then press Ctrl plus J. Now, let's name this layer as tattoo removal. Now, select on the tattoo removal layer to make it active. Then, we're going to the toolbar and get on the lasso tool. Yes, it shows this icon. And then, going on to the options panel on top, I'm going to choose on add to selection. Just this one. Make sure that this one is selected. Now, we can now start making selection from the parts that we want to remove the tattoos. Okay, so let me first show you on how I use this one. Okay, so first, I'm going to create a selection from this part of her wrist. Okay, I will also include the bracelet on it. And by the way, if you find this video helpful so far, please consider subscribing to help YouTube algorithm show my videos to other nerds like us. Now once we already have this selection around the tattoo on her wrist, now let's go to the contextual taskbar. And if you can't locate that, you can just go to the menu bar, go to window, and find on contextual taskbar. Alright, then once we're already here in the contextual taskbar, click on generative fill. Alright, and then from the prompt, I won't add anything on it. Let's just generate it instantly. All right, there you go. So this is it. We already removed that tattoo on her wrist, but you will notice here that the bracelet is also gone. All right, so let's go to the properties panel and check on the other variations. So here's the second variation. All right, the bracelet seems fine. All right, and let's go to the third one. The bracelet turns into something like a tattoo now. I'll go with the second one. All right, this one. Okay, and then from those tattoo that remains, I'm going to the toolbar. I'm going to click on that layer from that generative fill layer. All right, as you have noticed that this is a generative layer. My plan here is to use a remove tool to keep on removing those tattoo. Okay, but you won't be able to do that when the layer is still on generative layer. So for us to make use of the remove tool by removing that tattoo, I'm going to right click on that generative layer, then choose on rasterize layer. There you go. Now we may now able to use the remove tool. With this generative fill layer selected, go to the toolbar and let's get on the remove tool. Then from the options panel, it is set to auto may use generative AI, okay? And make sure that is set to plus. Now we may now start removing those excess tattoo that remains. So all I have to do is to click and create a markings on those tattoo, then release. There we go. And also this one. Now that's cleaner this time. Okay, now the next step we're gonna do here is I'm going to click on the generative fill layer to be active, then press Ctrl and click on the tattoo removal. Now right click on both layers and then choose on merge layers. So we do that for us to put those two layers just into one layer. There we are. Now let's go to the toolbar and let's get on the lasso tool. Or again, just press L for the shortcut key. All right, now let's create selections on the other tattoo. So I'm gonna create a selection of this tattoo on here, on this part. Then I'll add another selection side. Okay, so as you have noticed here, there are two tattoos that are selected. Yeah, let's add another one. All right, so there are 4 tattoos that are selected. Now let's go to the contextual taskbar, hit generative fill, don't add a prompt, then just instantly click generate. All right, so here's the first variation, and it create a perfect removal. All right, so I don't need to check on the other variations because on the first variation, I'm already satisfied with it. Now, let's create another selection on the other tattoos. So let's click on this generative fill on this part. All right, let's create a selection on the other tattoos. There you go. one. Alright, now this time, all the tattoos are now all selected. So go to the contextual taskbar, click on generative fill, then instantly click generate. Alright, there you go. So here's the first variation. Most of the tattoos are removed, but there's still tattoos remain. Okay, let's go and check on the other variation. This is the second variation. Now this one did better. Alright, and here's the third one. Okay, so I'll go with the second one. Okay, then from this two generative layer, click on that, press Control and select on the other, press Control and select on the other layer. Now three layers are selected, right click, and then merge these three layers. There you go. Now, let's keep on removing those. Alright, now this time I'm gonna make use of a remove tool because these tattoos are an excess and it's just a small size of it. Okay, so going on to the toolbar, let's get on the remove tool or press J for the shortcut key. Alright, now let's create markings on this tattoo that remains. Boom, it's already clean. Also this one and this one. Now I don't see any tattoos remain, so let me show you the before and after. So this one is the before and this one is the after. And that is how to remove tattoo using AI tool in Photoshop.